A Truly Beautiful Mind. A Truly Beautiful Mind: The Life of Albert Einstein. In the captivating lesson titled, A Truly Beautiful Mind, we delve into the extraordinary life of one of history's greatest minds, Albert Einstein. Narrator. Born in the serene city of Ulm, Germany, Albert Einstein's early life was marked by uniqueness. His mother's concern about his oversized head and his delayed speech development set the stage for his remarkable journey. Transition to Einstein's childhood photos. Einstein's initial speech patterns, echoing words twice over, puzzled those around him. However, his potential wasn't truly recognized until later on. Despite his headmaster's discouraging prediction, Einstein excelled in his studies and demonstrated his intellectual prowess with impressive exam results. Unfazed by his academic accomplishments, Einstein's dissatisfaction with Munich's strict rules led him to seek education elsewhere. At 15, he left for a more liberal school in Switzerland. Here, he found not only education but also love. Meeting Mileva Maric at the University of Zurich, their connection blossomed, leading to thoughts of marriage. However, his mother's reservations and societal expectations strained their relationship, and his marriage to Mileva ultimately ended in divorce. Einstein's brilliance extended beyond personal matters. His groundbreaking work on the general theory of relativity earned him the Nobel Prize in 1921. The tumultuous era of World War II prompted Einstein's flight from Germany to the United States as the Nazis rose to power. Einstein's involvement in the development of the atomic bomb weighed heavily on his conscience. The devastating bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki spurred his call for global cooperation. His plea for a world government fell on deaf ears, but Einstein's dedication to peace and harmony remained steadfast. As he left this world at the age of 76, Albert Einstein was celebrated not only as a visionary scientist and genius but also as a symbol of humanity's capacity for profound insight and positive change. A Truly Beautiful Mind showcases the life of a man whose impact on science and society will forever be etched in the annals of history. Thanks for watching. This video prepared by Sheikh Rahman using artificial intelligence tools. Einstein Part 2. Finally, in 1902, Einstein got a job as a technical officer in a patents office in Bern, Germany. Einstein's work consisted of examining other people's innovations and identifying flaws in their arguments. At the time, Einstein was quietly working on his theories. He'd have plenty of time to concentrate on his projects while working at the patent office. Einstein was known to have humorously referred to his desk drawer as the Bureau of Theoretical Physics, because he stored his secretly developed papers in the drawer. If anyone came close to his desk, he would push his papers aside and pretend to be working on patents. Einstein published one of his renowned papers called Einstein's Special Theory of Relativity in 1905. The theory brought revolutionary thought to the scientific world. According to the theory, the measurement of time and distance were not accurate. It depended on something else. When two perfectly accurate clocks come together after a journey, and one of them has been traveling very fast compared to the other, they will not continue to indicate the same time. This led to the development of the world's most famous formula for explaining the relationship between mass and energy. The theory of relativity gave us the basic formula of physics: E equals mc squared. E stands for energy, m for the mass of the object, and c for the speed of the light in a vacuum. The speed of light in a vacuum is almost 300,000 kilometers per second. To put it into simpler words, Einstein gave an example for relativity. He says that sitting with a nice girl for 2 hours feels like 2 minutes, and that sitting on a hot stove for 2 minutes feels like 2 hours. Though he was solving the complicated sums in physics for the world, his personal life started becoming problematic. He began to fail in his own life. Albert Einstein thought of marrying Mileva Maric soon after finishing his studies. But his mother, Pauline Einstein, was against their marriage. Pauline thought of stopping the marriage for 2 reasons. At first, she thought that Mileva Maric, 3 years elder to Albert Einstein, was very old than him or too much matured than him. Then she was afraid of Mileva's intelligence, and she told Einstein that Mileva was similar to him and was like a book. As his mother was against it, he stopped his wedding with Mileva. After becoming financially stable, Einstein married Mileva Maric in January 1903 and had 2 sons. It was a beautiful and blissful period for them at the start of their marriage. However, as years passed, their marriage became weak. Mileva Maric was talented, but she started losing her intellectual ambition and became a miserable housewife. Mileva was unhappy with her marriage, and she could not achieve her career dreams. So, finally, in 1919, both separated after prolonged fighting. Also, the major reason for their separation was Einstein's relationship with his cousin Elsa. After the mutual divorce with his first wife, Einstein married his cousin Elsa Lowenthal in the same year. Elsa was the divorced mother of 2 children. Einstein's new theory had brought him worldwide recognition. He published General Theory of Relativity in 1915, which gave a new interpretation of gravity. A solar eclipse in 1919 proved his general theory of gravity was correct. A solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes in front of the sun, blocking it out partially or wholly. In 1915, Albert Einstein had calculated and predicted that a solar eclipse would occur in 1919. As per his predictions, a solar eclipse formed. The scientists' measurements during the eclipse showed that, astoundingly, Einstein's predictions were indeed correct. Einstein had accurately predicted the sun's gravity would bend the light of another star. Later his work was hailed as a scientific revolution by the newspaper. Albert Einstein received the Nobel Prize in Physics in 1921. The Nobel Prize was given in honor of Alfred Nobel, a well-known Swedish scientist. It was established in the year 1895. The first Nobel Prize was granted in 1901. Later Einstein was honored and was invited to various places all over the world. Also, he was praised by the press. When the National Socialist Party member, led by Adolf Hitler, came to power in Germany in 1933, Einstein left Germany and relocated to the United States of America. After 5 years, the Germans discovered nuclear fission. The reaction in which the nucleus of an atom separates into 2 or more smaller nuclei is known as nuclear fission. The discovery of nuclear fission was carried out in Berlin. Due to this, all the scientists in America were upset and scared. The reason behind the fear was that the Germans might misuse the technology by manufacturing an atomic bomb. Many of them, including Einstein, feared for their life because they had to run away from Germany, homeland, due to fascism. Fascism is a political system where the state or country is controlled by a powerful leader who rarely accepts any political disagreement. After noticing the problem, a colleague spoke about it with Albert Einstein. As a result of his advice, he wrote a letter to Franklin D. Roosevelt, the American president. The letter was written on the 2nd of August 1939. The message stated if one of these bombs exploded near any port, the areas and the nearby lands would be destroyed entirely. Einstein's letter had made an effect on Franklin D. Roosevelt. The Americans then began secretly developing the atomic bomb. Finally, they dropped it on 2 cities in Japan, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, in August 1945. Einstein was shocked by seeing the vast destruction. Later, Einstein penned an official letter to the United Nations. Albert Einstein advocated the formation of a world government, but the letter had no effect. However, over the next decade, Einstein became increasingly involved in politics. advocating for an end to the manufacturing and usage of weapons. Also, he fought for international peace and democracy, and his principal goals were world peace and human liberty. When Albert Einstein died in 1955 at the age of 76, the world hailed him as a visionary and global citizen, as much as they had celebrated him as a scientist. Thanks for watching.